Hi guys, welcome to another video on my channel. In today's video, we're gonna be doing something different. At the beginning of this video, we are going to be wishing for Neuvillette, since he came out literally, I'm pretty sure yesterday, as of the moment where I'm editing this video. So we are going to be pulling for Neuvillette in the first part of the video, and in the second I'm gonna put together all of the footage of me farming for him. I was farming for him for about a month, but we're gonna talk about that later. For now, I just want you to enjoy watching the pulling session because something unexpected happened later on, and I am gonna put my reaction into the video. Obviously not a video of me reacting because I was looking kind of messy at that time, but I'm basically gonna like play the sound of me reacting. So yeah, I hope you enjoy watching this video and welcome.
Greetings. I am the Chief Justice, or Iudex, of Fontaine. But you may simply address me by using my surname, Neuvillette. Not because I wish to keep my distance from you. No, I am merely conscious that being overly familiar may bring the impartiality of the judiciary into question in some people's eyes. If you have any requests or concerns, then, to the extent permissible by law at least, we can sit down and discuss them together as we partake of some imported water from Chaoyin village.
So I decided that I'm gonna wish randomly now, and I will be wishing both on Zhongli's banner and Neuvillette's. I'm gonna be doing some 10 pulls here, and as you can see, I wanted both of them. I also wanted Neuvillette C1 because when an enemy hits him, like, his charge attack does not get interrupted. Now this thing, I was so shocked when I saw it because I thought it only happens when you lose pity twice. Now, if you guys want to hear my reaction, I will play it for you right now.
We're like 50 pity. Oh my god!
I was literally speechless. I was speechless because I thought that that thing that we saw happens only when you lose pity twice in a row, which didn't happen in my case. So like, what's going on? What's going on? But I'm happy I got him C1. It did not take me to full pity this time. I only wonder if I will be able to get Zhongli. During their banner, I will be exploring very heavily this time during this banner, and as you can see right here, I am leveling up Neuvillette. I thought that I wouldn't have enough level up materials for him. I did, thankfully, thanks to all of those events that I was doing, and I'm gonna stop this part of the video after I ascend them to level 90, and you will see why in a little bit.
usurpers. I have regained my true form. I am now a fully fledged dragon, powerful enough to judge the rest of the gods. My final destiny is to judge the usurper king in the heavens above. But until that time comes, I will lend my power to you.
So now we are moving on to the beginning of our pre-farming journey for Neuvillette. Now, I am pretty sure it was, I think, the first time or the second time, if I did not remember fighting this boss for the first time. Basically one of the first times of me fighting this boss. Now, I did not know what to expect. I struggled with this guy sometimes, to be honest, especially in the beginning. Later on, as I started kind of figuring out how this boss works and all that stuff, I got the hang of it and I was able to defeat it pretty quickly. I also needed to obviously find a good enough team for this task. Now, Farina, I don't think she was a part of that team. I'm sure Arlecchino stayed, but I'm pretty sure I switched up Farina with Navia at one point. I felt like that worked better later on. The rewards were kind of amazing. I finished fighting this boss completely pretty quickly, which is quite great. I also used Muolani a lot later on while I was fighting this boss, and to be honest, I would have, while I am editing this video, I will be watching back the footage. I honestly do not remember who worked better, if it was like Navia or Muolani. I know that at one point I used Navia on this boss as well. I also did this boss in co-op, and I remember using both Navia and Arlecchino, which I usually struggle with having only two characters. But when somebody's helping you, it's pretty easy, especially because the person was helping me with both Bennett and Kazuha, so that was a really big help. Beginning, I kind of tried to figure out what team would work best, and also I wanted to try out Alhaitham, since he is the newest character that I built. Well, not fully, and that is my issue with building characters. I never seem to finish building them enough so that I don't have to come back to build them in even better way. And also I have that same thing with Arlecchino as well. I need one artifact for her that needs changing, and it is from the Gladiator set, which obviously you get only by fighting bosses because it does not have its own domain. So there's one artifact I need to get her, and then there is also Raiden. I also need to get one artifact for her, and then Alhaitham probably needs two different artifacts or something like that. I can't really see his build right now. Navia, on the other hand, needs a whole new set of artifacts. I had her on the Mershusei Hunter artifact set, which is Neuvillette's artifact set. Also, a lot of people said that it's good for her. So I tried it out on her, and I agree, it's good. She did pretty amazing damage. But my plan was to give some of her artifacts. If I don't get enough good artifacts for Neuvillette, my plan was to give him some of her artifacts since his since you know, artifacts are kind of hard to farm. So now we are moving on to the part of the video where I am actually farming for the artifacts. If I'm being honest, I during this whole video, I got more good artifacts for like Farina than I did for Neuvillette himself. I got some pretty good artifacts. I got an artifact that actually helped me with Farina's damage. It basically makes Farina give more damage. But yeah, like I am like farming artifacts is kind of annoying, and the artifact transmitter does not help like at all. So that's definitely something that you need to do for a very long time. Like I said, I was farming these artifacts for about a month, and some people spend like 100 days farming for artifacts. So I might turn into one of those people, but am I gonna record it? I don't know. But like still, it's like I cannot imagine farming so long for like one specific good artifact. I just can't do it. Like I cannot imagine myself doing that. And honestly, like I'm giving props to all of the people that actually do that stuff, because I would be going crazy if I had to farm the same domain over and over again and get a good artifact maybe once in like every 10 days. So it's definitely a very tiring thing to do. And the artifact transmitter, like getting these bottles for it, obviously if you finish Natlan's exploration you get quite some of them, but still it's not nearly enough for me. And also if you want to create this little essence bottle or whatever it is, you need to put in a lot of artifacts, which I find kind of like pointless. You know, it takes more than it gives, because you're also not guaranteed that the stats will fully roll into the substats that you gave the artifact. So I'm just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But my main priority right now is definitely Neuvillette and some of the characters that I already have. For now, I'm letting Arlecchino stay on the sidelines when it comes to getting her a better artifact, because that will come with time. I'm not gonna be rushing, you know, doing bosses and all of that stuff just so I can get her artifact. I'm gonna be doing bosses when I need to do them, and if I get Zhongli, then I will be doing his boss. But that is a big if, since I won pity like not back to back, but you know, I won I was guaranteed and then I won pity. So this is definitely going to be interesting, and like I said, I'm going to be grinding really hard for him so that I can get a good you know, so that I can get him finally after 3 years of wanting him. Okay, so here is footage of me from the second day that I was pre-farming for Neuvillette. Now, as you can see, I am looking for the materials that are needed for him. I was also killing some crabs a little bit before, because obviously the materials from them are needed for Neuvillette, for his level up ascension and his talent level up ascension as well. Now, looking for these things is not that bad. I managed to get every single one that I needed pretty quickly. Although this area is my most hated one, especially the one with the bigger like metal tube. Oh my god, I cannot, like, looking for those in that area is, I want to cry every single time I do it, because they are like, they're all of them are placed on like different levels, and you have to go up and down like constantly to like find them. I tried not to use the interactive map while I was looking for them. Also, it doesn't really help that much when it comes to materials like these. So yeah, these areas are not that bad. There's one specific one that is just my biggest nightmare, but thankfully I'm done with it and I don't have to farm it anymore. Okay, so now that you guys have seen a couple of the domain runs for Neuvillette's artifacts that I did, I will end the misery of watching the same thing over and over in just a little bit, and I will show you guys what I actually got. I obviously did not show the whole process of me farming his materials for his ascension, because I think that's pointless and I don't want this video to be like really long, and obviously things like will to be, you know, like keep on like repeating themselves, so I don't want to do that. Now, as a little bit of a break, as you can see right here, this is the artifact that I got for Farina that increased her damage, not by a lot, but still she does way more than she did before, and I'm actually kind of happy with how the pulls got. Like, I don't need all of the artifact pulls to go into the specific substats that I want them to go to in order to be happy. Like, it can go into a substat that I don't necessarily want, like once. But that artifact is pretty nice, I think. I don't know, you guys will have to tell me if it's a good artifact or not. I honestly think it is. So I will be doing just a couple of more runs, and then I will show you guys what I got. So now we are finally moving on to the kind of a showcase. We're gonna start from this artifact. It's a pretty good artifact. Honestly, it could have been better if it had some like HP percent as a substat in there. I would definitely be very happy, but I am not complaining because I think that is a good artifact. It's not the best, but it's the best out of the ones that we have already got. So these were my other options when it came to artifacts. I've been really paying attention to keeping that crit damage to crit rate ratio kind of like even, as in, you know, to have at least like with his set I could have like 40% of crit rate, because his artifact set gives, as a 4-piece set, gives him a bonus like it says. Now this artifact I would say was really good. I could have given him Navia's artifact because it has more HP and it has more crit damage, but I wanted to put at least some crit rate in there Now the other options weren't as good, and let me tell you, this is a month of farming. I'm pretty sure I might have done something with some of the artifacts, but not a lot. Now this specific artifact I actually crafted in the artifact transmitter. It's not the worst. I'm not mad about the fact that it went into energy recharge, because he also kind of needs energy recharge. It went pretty nicely into crit damage and crit rate, so I'm not that mad about it. And the artifacts that we got, like, you can see that we did not have that much to choose from. Now the hydro damage bonus goblet, I will definitely need to get a better one in the future, because that is not the best one that we got. But we also didn't get one from this artifact set, so I kind of had to improvise. I tried to look through all of the hydro damage bonus goblets, and none of them were really that good. I think that was our best option. Now with these, this is the artifact that I need to change out. As you can see, I have not leveled it up fully yet. I need to get him a new circlet, and I'm gonna show you guys basically like his stats in a second. And this is the weapon that I gave him. It is Mulaney's weapon. I'm not gonna be using her as of right now. I need to figure out if I want to wish for his weapon, which could be kind of risky since Zhongli's weapon is also there and it's not the best. I leveled up his talents because, let me tell you, here's the thing. I kind of forgot about pre-farming for his talent materials, so I didn't do that at all. All of the materials that I had, I used them on him the moment that I got him. So I was working with what I had because I totally forgot about it. This is the thing. This is a habit of mine from a really long time ago. Like, I did not know that you need to level up talents in order for characters to be good back in the day. And so I kind of forgot about that, but I will be working on it in the future. And as you can see, I decided that I'm gonna go farm some more of his artifacts, because I had this dream. I had a dream that I maybe would get the circlet that I need for him. Spoiler alert, I did not. We got some pretty good artifacts during the whole month when I was farming for him, and as you can see, he does 21,000 on an average, which I would say is pretty nice since his talents are pretty low, and I need to give him, well, 2 better artifacts if we're being honest. So we're definitely going to be focusing on that in the future. I got a lot of good artifacts from the other artifact set from that domain, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of them. If there are any other characters that use that artifact set, then I will put those artifacts on them, because I don't want to waste them, so to say. Obviously I should showcase him on like a boss or something like that, but I don't really think he's ready for it. When it comes to like the Abyss or the Imaginarium Theater, I kind of want to wait until maybe I get some better artifact for him. I kind of want to wait for that. That is, like, as of right now, that is how I managed to build him. I was farming for only a month, so it's obviously not a lot. People save for characters for a way longer time than I did. But I had nothing better to do in the game, and I did not feel like exploring, so I just decided that I'm gonna do that. I'm pretty proud of him. Sometimes I did not know if it was him doing the damage or Farina's puppets. That was also a motive going on there. I saw 40k and I was like, is it him or is it Farina? So yeah, but on average he does like 21k, which is pretty good. His crit rate is also not the highest. I mean, his crit rate could be a little bit bigger, and I kind of want to put a crit rate circlet on him with a crit damage substat and maybe some HP percent also as a substat there. So and I want it to mostly go into the crit damage. If it did that, then that would be amazing. Like I said, I don't really want to risk wishing for his weapon, because I've heard from a lot of people that the weapon that Zhongli uses, that is his, you know, supposed to be his main weapon, is kind of bad. So if I get that weapon, then that's, you know. And I'm also really not used to wishing on the weapon banner. I think it's kind of like, I kind of feel like it's a waste of wishes, and I wish I did not pull that one time on the weapon banner and got like Clorin's weapon. I could have waited and saved that one wish for Neuvillette's banner and his weapon banner, and maybe I would have gotten his weapon. And on that note, I would like to thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video and that you liked the video. If you guys want to watch any more of my videos, you can subscribe if you like my content. And yeah, bye. See you next time.